Cancer. April is a month that's going to have a heavy emphasis on your career, public life, friendships, goals, and family members. Expect a breath of fresh air or a bit of chaos when it comes to your career, your public life, or your reputation, specifically when we're talking about the new moon solar eclipse. Around the time of the full moon in Libra, your close familial relationships, specifically your relationship with your mother or a mother figure, is going to be heavily emphasized. One thing is definitely for certain about April. It's going to provide unique opportunities for healing, especially with respect to issues regarding self-worth, self-esteem, and for you as that relates to your career. All right. So if you want to know more about what April has in store for you, stick around. You definitely don't want to miss it. What's going on, Cancer? As always, I hope that this video finds you well and in excellent spirits. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Mel, your new favorite astrologer, and I'm the founder of Divine Feminine Works, where I help people unlock their divinity and discover their magic. So if you're new, welcome, and as always, if you are returning, welcome back. This channel is everything tarot, astrology, spirituality, and manifestation. So if those are the things you like, if those are the things you love, if those are the things you want to learn more about, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you always be notified when I come out with new content. All right, my love. So this is going to be the monthly astro forecast for the sign of Cancer for the month of April 2023. So these videos, the first half is astrology, second half is tarot. So the astrology portion is done by rising sign. However, I find that people relate to it also with their sun sign. So being that this is the Cancer video, whether you are a Cancer sun or rising, this video is probably for you. And if you want to watch any of the other videos in this series, the playlist link will be in the description box below. All right, so without further ado, let's get into April and see exactly what it looks like for you. All right, so these are the areas of focus for you for the month of April. We've got your 10th house of career and public life, your 11th house of friendship and goals, and your 4th house of home and family. All right, so first off, let's talk about your 10th house, because that is where we start things off this month. So when the sun is in Aries, your 10th house of career and public life is going to be lit. Now, one thing I want to mention to you is that this month you may feel like you are torn between like your work and career and your home and family. You may have obligations at either of those extremes that are really vying for your attention this month. And I feel like this is really going to play out around the full moon in Libra on April 6th. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the 10th house first. So while the sun is in Aries, your 10th house is going to be lit, like I said before. So everything having to do with social mobility, career mobility, business, being seen, advertising, all of that kind of stuff is going to be focused and emphasized for you while the sun is in Aries. Now, I mentioned before that things may get a little chaotic with respect to your career or your business this month, namely because we have a new moon solar eclipse, which is also going down in your 10th house. So this may be a time where things are shifting. You may feel out of control, but it's really the universe's way of setting things in motion and getting you to where you need to go. Now, new moon eclipses happen at the new moon phase, and it's when things are typically eclipsed into our lives. So this may be a new job offer. This may be a new business opportunity, but it may come in a very chaotic sort of way, all right? And the best sort of way to deal with eclipse energy is really to just ride it out. Don't try to do much. And make moves after the dust settles, okay? So things at work, things at business, if you are like an online personality, or maybe if you are someone who is sort of famous or well-known, things may get a little chaotic this month, all right? So again, ride it out and don't make any moves until the dust settles, all right? Now thereafter, you're going to have an emphasis on your 11th house of friendships and goals, specifically when the sun moves into Taurus. So at that time, your friendships, particularly the ones that you value, also the ones that are very much a part of your day-to-day life, are going to be emphasized. So let's say you have a best friend that lives in the neighborhood or maybe not that far away. You may find that you're spending more time with them, okay? You may even be making new friends, and you'll probably make these friends in a very practical sort of way, like maybe at work or someone, again, who lives kind of around the way. But I feel like just the sort of mundaneness of friendship is going to be a focus for you when the sun is in Taurus. Now, Mercury is also going to be going retrograde in Taurus at the end of the month. So this is going to give you a great opportunity to reconnect with friends that maybe you haven't talked to in a long time, or maybe you need to mend some old friendships. Mercury retrograde is going to be perfect for that, all right? Now, this may be friends coming back around. You know, they always say that Mercury brings back your raggedy ex or whatever. That only really depends on where Mercury retrograde is going down in your chart. Now, for you, since Mercury retrograde is in your house of friendship, this definitely speaks to the fact that you may have old friends coming back around, right? Which may or may not be a good thing, all right? Use your discernment and your judgment to figure out who should stay and who kind of needs to stay where they're at, okay? And then finally, there's going to be an emphasis on your fourth house of home and family, specifically around the time of the full moon in Libra. Remember I said before, you may feel pulled in two different directions this month. You may feel like you've got obligations at work that are sort of causing you to neglect your home and family life, or vice versa. You've got things going on at home or with family that are causing you to neglect, you know, your career, your business, or, you know, anything related to that. And I feel like this full moon in Libra is definitely going to highlight your relationship with your close family members. So this could be a mother or father, but specifically a mother, since the fourth house really covers mothers and motherhood. Okay. So it's all about balance. Not just because the full moon is in Libra, and Libra is the sign of balance, but because full moons, they illuminate extremes in our lives, okay? And so the only way to sort of cope with extremes is to find a happy medium. So again, with this feeling pulled between work and career and family and home, find a happy medium. And I think that everyone will be happier for it, okay? Now, full moons also represent the culmination of things. So you may have something going on at home that finally comes to a completion. Maybe you've purchased the home and you're finally in the closing phases. Maybe you're closing on a property. Maybe you're moving and you finally get the keys to move in. You get what I'm trying to say, right? Anything related to home and family may be coming to fruition at this full moon. And if so, and if it's something that you really want, congratulations. I'm pretty sure that you've earned it, all right? So that's pretty much April in a nutshell. So now that we've gotten the astrology out of the way, let's get into the tarot and see what messages Spirit has for you this month. All right, Cancer. So let's see what we've got for you for the month of April. First card out we have is the Star. All right, so the Star is very indicative of the 11th house, and you definitely have an emphasis on your 11th house during Taurus season. So again, this could be highlighting friendships, or it could just be highlighting a goal. I feel like you guys are feeling very hopeful about something. You are optimistic. You're feeling like something that you really want, something that you really want to achieve is within your reach. I feel like you're feeling good about this thing. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay. We've got the Black Fox. We've also got the Goddess. All right. So some of you are being a little crafty when it comes to work. I feel like I'm getting two separate messages. Like this is more so about feeling hopeful about something. This is more so about work. And I feel like you guys, oh, I like this for you. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Clover. So luck is definitely on your side this month. The fox represents being crafty and being a little sneaky in order to get things done. So remember I said that you have to reach a balance between work and home this month. And I feel like you're going to be, the word I'm hearing is cutting corners, but I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I feel like you're going to be doing what's necessary, maybe telling a few white lies. You're probably like, you know, doing stuff like that to either get your work done, get things done at home, etc. So again, I don't think there's a negative connotation to it. I just think that you're kind of doing whatever needs to be done to get whatever needs to get done. All right. And you're feeling good about it. I feel like you guys are feeling, I love the combination of these two cards because I feel like not only are you feeling good and looking good, but you're really standing out. So when it comes to work, when it comes to business, I feel like people are really noticing you. I feel like people are very much, again, taking notice, like, just really drawn and magnetized to you at this particular time. So this may be a great time for like a promotion, maybe a new job, like getting more exposure in public. I feel like this is just a really good time for you, Cancer. All right, let's get some more cards and see what else we've got. Okay, first card out we've got is compassion. Okay, so this is just you tapping into your softer side. I feel like there's something, I'm hearing like someone is taking mercy on you. Remember I said this card has a lot to do with something that you really want, something that you feel hopeful about. I feel like intuitively, you feel like it's going to happen because someone is going to take mercy on you. Someone is going to notice you, like I said before, and really help you out with this. This could be a friend. It could be an associate. It could be someone who works in the same industry. But someone's compassion is going to be your benefit. Like they're really going to help you out with this. Whatever this thing is that you're trying to achieve or have. Okay. Let's get some more cards here. We've got health. Okay, I'm hearing these little white lies you're telling. It's like you are doing this to keep your sanity. Because again, I get this sense that you really feel like you're being pulled in two different directions. And I feel like it may even start to affect your mental health. And so you've got to do whatever you need to do to keep a good frame of mind, to keep your head above water. I feel like this has a lot to do with your mental health right now. And so whatever you need to do, as long as it's not really hurting anybody, I think that it's okay. Because you need to prioritize your health at this time, particularly your mental health. For some, I'm also hearing your sexual health as well. I don't know. I don't think this has to do with like your 10th house or 11th house or anything like that. But this second message I'm getting is be mindful of your sexual health. Yeah, just be mindful of your sexual health. Maybe you want to get checked out. Maybe you want to make sure everything is functioning well. I see. Okay, this is what I'm getting. So, you know, again, you're pulled in two different directions. You've got home and family and career and stuff. And for some of you, the sexual health has to do with motherhood. You want to make sure your parts are all working and in order. But you also want to prioritize this because motherhood, mothering, and nurturing is something that you're really trying to do. Maybe that's what this goal is. Maybe that's what this thing is. But you're going to want to mind your reproductive health this month. Okay. Let's get another card here. Oops. I'm very OCD with the cards, if you couldn't tell. All right, we've got karmic completion. Some of you have gone through a journey as it relates to career that's been particularly tough. And I feel like that journey has come to an end. Like you've reached your destination or you're about to reach your destination. So the hardships are kind of on their way out and you're entering a new cycle right now. All right. And the fact that it says karmic completion has a lot to do with lessons that needed to be learned. So hopefully you are entering this new cycle with knowledge and wisdom from what you've learned along this journey. Okay, let's get some more cards here. Okay. First card, we've got Three of Cups. So I see a celebration is in order. I feel like you'll be hanging out, especially with that emphasis on your 11th house of friendships. I see a lot of going out, hanging out, having a good time, perhaps celebrating a birthday or something, or some kind of party. But I do see celebration. But you're going to want to mind how much you drink. Remember, your health, your mental health, your reproductive health is a factor this month, or at least it should be. So mind your alcohol consumption this month, okay? Then we've got Four of Swords reversed. Some of you, this message that I just said really rings true, because I'm seeing like a lack of healing. So again, I feel like some of you really need to go get checked out. I feel like you really need to start taking better care of yourself, particularly your reproductive health. And again, watch your alcohol consumption. You may have some health issues that arise this month, okay? So keep that in mind. We've got the Two of Wands. So yeah, you've got a decision to make. You've got to figure out where you're going to put your energy. Like I'm really hearing this, like wanting to be a mother, motherhood, or at least giving birth to something that's sort of at odds with your current career or your current business. Almost like you want to focus more on building your family rather than on building your business, okay? Or vice versa. And so this is going to be a time for you to really make that decision. Like look at the depiction of this card. It's like which door are you going to go through? It's really like time to make a decision this month. Okay. We've got Knight of Coins. So this is kind of slow moving energy, but it's almost like whatever decision that you take, you're going to have to put in the work. And it's not something that's going to happen instantaneously. It's something that's going to take time, okay? So prepare yourself, because whatever this is, career and family, these aren't like instantaneous things. These are both things that require a lot of work. So whichever doorway you decide to go through, be prepared to put in the work methodically and wholeheartedly, okay? Let's get some more cards here. Okay, we've got two. So we've got the Three of Wands and we've got the Hangman. Some of you are waiting for test results as it relates to your health. Like you're waiting, you're in suspense with respect to maybe a pregnancy test or maybe fertility of some sort, fertility issues. But some of you are waiting for test results right now. You're waiting for that ship to come in. For others of you, remember I said that you feel hopeful about something and someone may be taking compassion on you and helping you with this thing. I feel like you're just waiting for it, because intuitively you know that it's going to come to you. You're just waiting for that ship to come to shore, okay? But either way, I see a whole bunch of waiting. This is a month that's going to move rather slowly with the presence of the Knight of Coins, Three of Wands, and the Hangman. It's a lot of slow work, methodical work, but also a lot of waiting and sort of waiting in suspense, okay? Let's get one more card here. Oh, okay. So we've got the Knight of Wands. So this is letting me know that after all of this, things are going to start to pick up very quickly, okay? So I feel like after this ship comes in, after you get the results from, you know, a health test or something like that, I feel like things are going to start to move quickly. So I'm getting the sense that Aries season may be a little slower for you than anticipated or that maybe you expect. But I do think that by the end of the month, things are going to pick up, especially once you make a decision. Especially because whenever we're straddling the fence with things, it's very hard for things to move in either direction. But once you actually decide, quick action typically follows. So there's something about making a decision that's going to get things to move a lot quicker this month, okay? Let's see what we have at the bottom of the deck. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So there's definitely some stress, some anxiety, especially if you're waiting for the results of some kind of physical exam. If you're waiting for things to come in, you may be antsy, you may be impatient, you may be like, when is this going to happen? So I see this month being a little stressful. Try not to allow things to stress you out too much. And remember, take charge of the situation. Mind your health. Wait in joyful expectation. So if you find yourself like really waiting, really anticipating some sort of result, the best course of action is to wait in joyful expectation. And then by the end of the month, I think that things are going to pick up and start moving a lot more quickly. All right. All right, Cancer. So that has been this edition of the monthly astro forecast for you for the month of April. I sincerely hope that you were able to get at least one important piece of information that you could use going forward into this month. So if you'd like to book a personal tarot card reading with me or order a natal chart, a progressed natal chart report, those links are all in the description box below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have an amazing month, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.